and then your oil sits in here.
His name is Shai Sadis, but he's anything but shy when it comes to promoting his business, a medical marijuana dispensary near the UW called The Joint.
We're really branding The Joint to be able to go all over the United States. We can do one of the Martian.
Nearly 200 people a day come to this nonprofit facility for medical pot. But Shai would love to move into the for-profit side of the business with recreational pot sales.
It's time for a new approach.
After our yes vote on I-502, that was supposed to happen by the end of this year. But the complexity of setting up a new state-sanctioned pot industry has delayed recreational marijuana sales until 2014.
We'll grab like 3 of these out and they can pick which one they like.
Regardless, Shai is confident the recreational pot market will flourish in our state, and voters willing elsewhere on the West Coast too.
It's exciting to see what's going to happen, and I want to be on the front line of that, getting multiple stores and possibly branching out to maybe Oregon or California in the future.
It's a big question.
Mark Kleiman is our state's new head marijuana consultant, enlisted to help our Liquor Control Board build a pot industry from scratch.
All of this is still a felony under federal law.
He's concerned about how the feds will deal with our state's new system. And he's worried if people will even buy pot at a retail store, which carries with it a heavy 25% excise tax, on top of taxes levied on the grower and processor. Medical pot shops and the black market for weed don't carry those costs. Some experts believe legal recreational pot could cost as much as 33% more per gram than it does right now at a dispensary.
We could set up a bunch of stores and nobody buys from them because the medical system offers cheaper product.
There's going to be a transition stage, and that's what we're trying to control.
Seattle City Council member Nick Licata is well aware medical and retail pot shops will be competing with each other in Seattle within a matter of months.
What we don't want to see is the Wild West in Seattle.
So he's working on a plan to limit where medical pot shops or growing operations could be located in the city, knowing the same rules could apply to retail stores as well.
Dispensary is fitting under this definition that's in the code already.
Along with City Council President Sally Clark, Licata has mapped out areas where pot businesses could be prohibited, including residential zones or historic areas.
People on Queen Anne probably won't drive down to Georgetown to get their cannabis.
Critics say that would push pot operations to concentrate in Seattle's more industrial neighborhoods, creating red light districts with an overload of green.
We don't want any neighborhood to be the dumping ground.
Licata says he knows about that concern, and he's also trying to consider the I-502 requirement that retail pot stores have to be 1,000 feet away from a school, park, or transit center.
You can do it in a joint too, right?
You sure can.
Awesome.
That restriction does not apply to medical dispensaries as of now, creating a difficult balancing act for Seattle and other cities with lots of schools and parks. Licata says he wants to regulate marijuana that is sold legally, but not to the point where he's indirectly encouraging illegal marijuana sales to continue.
The balance one has to strike is the kind of restrictions you place on it, so this way the legitimate market can grow without a shadow black market. But I think we're headed in the right direction.
We'll hone right in.
Shai Sadis is hoping state and local leaders can find a way to leave the medical pot business alone.
That is for you.
And still help the retail side prosper. A pipe dream? Maybe. But seeing as how we're starting an industry that's the first of its kind in the world, Shai's not sure who'll come out on top and who'll get burned.
I don't think anybody really knows.